Hello, everyone out there in Infinite Realms land. This is me once again with another review. And this time I've got Gor the God Butcher. Now, I don't know if anybody has ever even thought about this, but the next Thor movie, is going to give us the closest thing we're going to ever have to a Batman versus Thor fight. Because Christian Bale's playing Gor. Yes. Okay, now on this one, I've heard a lot of complaints, and it's not even complaints about the figure, it's complaints about the look of Gor the God Butcher. And, I'm gonna just say it. It's stupid complaints, because it's like, well, he doesn't have tentacles for hair, and he's not the same character, and it's like, yeah, but I kind of actually like this design better. I think it suits him better. He looks like something different. Very different. And I like it. I like the way it looks in the previews and in the movie so far. I think it works. And of course, people are like, well, he can't have the Necro Sword because he didn't, the MCU doesn't have symbiotes, and it's like, so what? So what? It's, you can have another story with the Necrosword. I mean, nothing, I don't mind when movies change things up from the comic books, as long as it makes sense. And I mean, I'm sure it's going to make sense. It's not going to be like out of the blue going to change up every little thing about Gor the God Butcher. I doubt very seriously that's what they intend. I mean, maybe they do, and maybe I'm stupid, but I don't think I am. Of course, then again, stupid people don't realize they're stupid, so maybe I'm fooling myself. Uh-oh. Okay, on to the figure. Again, this is designed from the movie. I really like the scars going up his head. I did notice in the previews there's a scene where it looks like there's some grayish lines going up there instead. And then later it looks like he's got those scars. So it's like, I'm wondering what that's about. I'm sure that's going to be brought out somewhere in the story. It's like maybe something he did, like he scarred himself up or something. And again, I really like the sword. It looks like ash to me. I don't know if anybody else has caught that, but it looks very ashen. I mean, for lack of a better term, I'm not even sure that's a word, but it looks sort of like ash or something like that. Definitely something rotted. The fingernails are a nice touch. They're blackened, and it's like, okay, what's that? There's something going on here. I mean, it gives me an indication there's something going on with the sword and using it, and maybe it does something to the user, which is cool. I mean, it's really nice. It's a nice detail. He's got some nice robes, and they look like they just look like robes, and they do get in some ways they get in the way of articulation, but in other ways they hide articulation. I mean, you can pose him in a pose, and you don't even really notice he's in a pose because the robes are in the way. So that's a little bit of a downer. But the head sculpt and the arm sculpts I really like. I mean, again, one timers. I don't see them using this anywhere else. So again, this is a pretty nifty one. Does it look like Christian Bale? Kinda. I mean, not exact, but kinda. I mean, it's passable. Well, I'll say that it's passable for Christian Bale. I do like it though. It's a very good figure. I'll give it 4 stars. I may even say 4.5. I may up that a little bit. It's a pretty good figure. I think it's a pretty good figure. So for some comparison, we've got my outdated modern Thor, the comic Jane Foster Thor, and Gor the God Butcher, because mixing MCU and comic again. I have not bought the Jane Foster version of Thor from the movie. I'm not sure if I will. I'm not sure if I feel like I don't feel like I need that figure since I have the comic version. At the same time, it's a good looking figure. So it's one of those debates that keep raging. I'll decide at some point. And here we have Ravager Thor. Wow, 4 takes to get that right. Ravager Thor. What is... why does that not come off the tongue very well? Along with Gor the God Butcher. Now, their fight's probably going to be pretty damn good. The previews make it look really interesting. I can't wait to see it. So yeah, there's my thoughts on Gor the God Butcher. I think it's a real good figure. Does it look like the comic? No, it doesn't, and it shouldn't. Chris Hemsworth looks different than Thor in the comic, and he should. I mean, that's the way it is. And I realize people, on a design aesthetic, they wanted to have Gor the God Butcher like it was in the comics. I always thought he looked kind of weird in the comics. I never really felt, not in an intimidating way either. It's just more like a weird, oddball looking guy. So I'm okay with this design. It works for me. I think it works better than the comic design. And that might just be me. And that's fine. That's just my feelings on the topic. And again, yes, Gor is one of those guys we're probably not going to get a comic version of anyway. So, hey, might as well grab this one. Okay, that's going to wrap it up for Infinite Realms. Don't forget to like and subscribe.